And this is Ken Kreitzer for CaMMVetsMedia and Cbsi Talking Business. We're at the Tri-State Engineering Expo, co-sponsored by McLaren Engineering, and it's at White Plains High School. Big crowd here today. And one of the very well-attended sessions was on women in engineering. And we have the moderator and four speakers. And I'm just going to let them introduce ourselves. Our first speaker is Sarah. And Sarah, introduce yourself, where you went to school, and your company.
So, my name is Sarah Cooperman. I went to Penn State University, studied civil engineering, and now I work for Kiewit.
And tell us a little bit, why did you, what drew you to engineering?
So I was drawn to engineering because I liked science and math, and I also liked solving problems. So that's kind of what I wanted to go into, and I knew I'd have a lot of flexibility after school. Hey,
great to meet you. And yourself and where you went to school and your company.
So my name is Michevi Dufflart. I went to Manhattan College, and now I work for Keller, North America.
Very good. And why did you pick engineering? We meet a lot of people from Manhattan College. Went to the opening of their new science building last year.
Yeah, so I chose engineering because I had gone on a field trip in high school to the Brooklyn Bridge, and I got to see just how cool it was to see how it was constructed and how the end of the project was pretty much managed by a woman, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I said, if a woman can do that, then I can do that too.
Well, that's terrific. And we've got Carolyn. Carolyn, if you would introduce yourself and where you went to school and where you work.
Hello, my name is Carolyn Alvarez. I went to school in SUNY Delhi. I work for White & Turner. I'm a project manager. And I decided to go into construction management because I like the team collaboration. I get to work with architects and engineers and manage money and safety.
Very good. And we have Mary Penny. Tell us, Mary, if you would, where you went to school, where you're working now.
Yeah, so I went to school at Northeastern University, which is in Boston. I got my master's degree at Manhattan College shortly thereafter. I work for Arcadis, which is a water and environmental consulting firm.
Very good. Why did you go into engineering?
I went into engineering because I really liked the creativity I could do. I really liked art as well as engineering, and I felt like engineering was a great way for me to excel after graduation, but still get into my creative side. Very
good. Good to meet you. And we've got Brianna, who works for a defense company and a field we work with quite a bit. Just introduce yourself, where you went to school, and about Sikorsky.
Yeah, so my name is Briana Brown. I graduated with my undergrad from Stony Brook University, and I did my master's at Auburn University in business. I currently work at GE Aviation, but I have also worked at Sikorsky Aircraft, which is another defense company as well.
Absolutely. Now, tell us, what was a key piece of advice that you had for the students today? You heard, there was so much good discussion in the panel today.
Yeah, so I would definitely say to make sure you go after your passion. That's always going to drive you, and you want to make sure that when you wake up every day, you enjoy what you're doing.
Very good. Thank you. And Mary, tell us, what's a key piece of advice you heard in the panel today for the students?
My biggest advice would say try and get out and do some internships. You know, really won't know what you want to do until you try it. Class is one thing, but actually doing things in the field or in the office is another thing. So get out there and do some internships or do a co-op so you can figure out what's right for you.
Very good. Good to meet you. Thank you. And we have Carolyn here. Tell us a little bit about what was a key piece of advice that you offered today or you heard today?
I would piggyback off of Mary. Ask your questions. Whether you're in the classroom, don't be afraid to raise your hand. And sometimes the question might not be for the teacher. Ask the student right next to you. They might be having the same question. So always ask questions in and out of the office, the classroom.
Very good. Thank you. And we've got Mashabi. Tell us a little bit, again, the key piece of advice from the panel discussion today.
I'd say a key thing we learned today was probably to believe in yourself and know that you're definitely capable of accomplishing challenging things.
Very good. Thank you. And last word from the day is going to be from Sarah. Sarah, final thought that you can offer to the students from the panel today?
Yeah, pretty similar to what everybody said. Just to continue asking questions. Not knowing something is definitely not a sign of weakness. Ask your questions, you'll understand more, and just not everybody knows everything, and you can never learn unless you ask a question.
Very good. Well, thank you all for participating and offering great advice to the students. The panel was very well attended here at the Tri-State Engineering Expo sponsored by McLaren. Great to see you. Thank you very much. It's Ken Kreitzer for CBSI Talking Business and CaMMVetsMedia.